What's more likely?
Never say never, but never.
Okay, Christopher
What's up, guys?
Brockman. Let's get the NFL Films music. Thank you, Jay Felly. What do you got over there,
Here
Chris?
we go. Happy Friday. Let's get right to it. What's
Yes.
more likely? Quarterbacks go first, second, and third.
Yes.
Or Will Levis will be on the board when the Patriots pick at 14.
I'll go with Levis on the board at 14 is more likely. I hate, and I know Joel Klatt was here saying that he thinks that it's all a smoke screen with the Texans at 2 and Stroud, and that somebody's going to trade up with Arizona for Anthony Richardson, or could be Levis.
Maybe.
I don't know, man. I'm landing more in the camp now of what Albert Breer said about a week and a half ago, because we try and make you smarter by having all of these guests on prior to the draft talking about the draft. It also helps me with prep. So,
Rich, I know you prep 24/7.
I am more in the camp of what Breer said, is that we in the media are evaluating these quarterbacks differently than what the NFL might evaluate them as.
Yeah.
So I'll say more than likely that Levis is available when the Patriots are there at 14 than 1, 2, and 3. Now, it obviously could be in the middle that Levis is gone.
Yeah, maybe.
And then there is a 1, 2, and 3, and Levis is one of the top 3, but I don't think it'll go in a row to start the draft.
I still think 1 through 4 are all going to be quarterbacks.
Well, that would be something else.
We'll see. Okay. Good answer, Rich.
Thank you.
Well, all right, what's more likely?
What's more likely? We'll not hear that again during this conversation, or we will hear that again?
I think we'll hear it again.
Okay.
The
thank you.
non-
You're so sunny.
The
Friday.
non-offensive player, non-quarterback to get selected first. Bijan or any wide receiver? Look at some of the teams
I would
there.
have answered. So you're taking offensive tackles off the board here.
Yes, I'm talking about skill players. Bijan or
Okay, because
any wide
non-quarter,
receiver.
they're also a non-quarterback.
I understand.
Tell me a tackle ain't a skill.
Because I will say this,
We're not
I'll give
throwing
you something. I will go wide receiver. Goes first over Bijan. It's just the whole running back thing just drives me a little crazy about how you don't need one to be a game changer. Okay, I don't believe that. Or you can find your game-changing running back later in the draft. I got you.
Yeah.
But somebody, I believe Bijan's on our show next week before I
nice.
leave town. Can't wait to chit-chat with him. I hear he is just a delight. But I still think it's a wide receiver, and I'll go you one better. I think we're going to hear 2 tackles off the board before we hear any other, if you will, skilled position player on the offensive side go. It'll be quarterbacks, then 2 offensive linemen before we hear our first wide receiver name.
Ah, interesting.
Prior to Bijan. That's the way I'm going. How about that?
All right.
Boy, I'm just spitting details.
Hey, hot fire.
You know why I'm doing this? Because I'm prepped. What else? What do you got?
All right, let's go to defense.
Yes, sir.
Who's more likely to be the first defender selected? Will Anderson or Jalen Carter?
Will Anderson. I still think Will Anderson, to use the Mayock phrase, is considered cleaner off the field. Be that as it may. Fair or not, I think it's Will Anderson before Jalen Carter. That's more likely. But next week is just going to be a total reshuffling of the deck in terms of narratives. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's the other way around once we finally get to rubber meeting draft road. But I'll take Will Anderson. What else you got over there, Chris?
All right. We don't know what these two teams are doing. They're meeting with everybody. They're sitting right there at 7 and 11. Talking Raiders, Titans.
Are they're taking and making calls, right? They're doing both.
They're taking and making. They're
Okay.
doing all they have visits. They're doing everything.
Yep.
Hosting dinners. Who's more likely to shock us by moving up to draft a quarterback? Raiders or Titans?
Ooh, good one, Chris. I'll go Raiders. I'll go Raiders being aggressive. Oh, no, wait a minute. The Titans. I mean, I could also see the Raiders go, we got Jimmy G here, and we'll deal with this later, or another draft, or whatever. I'll go Raiders. I just think they'll surprise people and move up. That'll be the bigger surprise, because Tennessee, everyone thinks, well, they've got to, right?
Kind of.
I'll go Raiders.
11.
I'll go Raiders.
7-3 maybe to take Richardson.
Move on before I decide differently.
Oh, Rich Eisen. Okay, Rich, last year,
Yes. 9
9 first-round trades. 9. Monster first round last year. So what's more likely to be the higher total? This year's first-round trades or Aaron Judge home runs the time of the draft?
Oh, you're going back to the well.
Okay.
Judge is at 6 bombs right now.
All rise. Higher total. I'll go, you know what? Because I'm feeling it. I'll go Judge home runs. Yeah.
Gonna have a good week.
This total is higher, it's further, and it is goner. Yeah. The Judge total is going to be higher.
All right.
By the way, you said what's more likely first, Judge hitting 10 home runs or Rodgers becomes a Jet. Down the stretch we come, Chris.
Here we go.
It's neck and neck, pal.
Yeah, baby.
It is neck and neck. It is a tight one. I think I chose Rodgers, right? I think Judge might win, pal.
Wow, I mean that's a YP.
Sorry, folks.
Or a JP.
Good one.
It's a JP.
All right.
Last one. Higher total, more likely. Concluded NBA playoff series or wide receivers taken in the first round.
Higher total, concluded NBA playoff series by draft day or wide receivers taken in the first round. Let me see. This is interesting. Let me hammer it out. Boston and Atlanta will be over by then. Sixers and Nets will be over by then.
Yep.
I think Clippers and Suns will be over by then because they play every other day. That's 3. Minnesota, Denver is 4. What's my choice again?
Or wide receivers taken in the first round.
I will go playoff series over.
So you think half will be over by draft night?
I do. I mean, yeah, I do. That's a good one. That's a real good one. On Friday's show next week, we let's revisit that.
I was thinking about that.
Okay, that's a real good one. Okay.
All right. What's more likely? There you go.
Okay,
We'll get one more. All right, we'll get one more.
Do you have one more, Chris? Oh, wait a minute. I do.
Oh,
what?
We're script flipping here. Script flipping.
I was caught off guard there.
Table turning.
Hey.
Whoa.
Chris, I've got one for you.
Hey.
What's more likely? Put it up on the screen. The Patriots draft a skill position player at 14 or trade down to take someone you've never heard of. And by the way, I kind of dig Belichick sitting there with Nike on the right. Well done, Smitch, for that photograph. Beautiful Nike the dog. Famous by the 2020 draft. What do you got?
I mean, I know what I want them to do.
What is more, excuse me, now you're in the position I'm in every single week. What's more likely? The Patriots choose a skilled position player, meaning a running back, quarterback, wide receiver at 14, or trade down and take somebody you've never heard of.
All right, so hold on.
And by the way, they can trade down to take someone you have heard of.
That's true. Hold on. Do the Pats have a second-round pick? They don't.
They're trading out.
It's more likely they're going to trade down, maybe get a second pick, add a 4th or 5th later on.
Yeah.
And just get more picks.
Yeah.
When they should just take Bijan.
He might not be there. So what do you got? Which is it?
It's more likely to trade down.
Very good. And then take someone you've never heard of.
Probably. Yeah.
Okay, no, there's just 2 choices.
Cole
How
Strange
funny is it
2.0.
when I turn the tables on him?
They picked 46
He's trying
overall.
to find, let me choose choice C or D or E. No, there's 2 choices, A or B.
That's it.
They do have a second rounder, but
All right.
they don't have a third rounder.
Good stuff.
Whatever.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern for free.